The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network as qualifying has gotten underway for tonight's Bumpy Road 250 here with OP Racing Premier Series. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Hope y'all are ready for an exciting night of racing action. I am your host. My name is KR Stolfus, and I am ready to bring you this race here at Legacy Daytona. Qualifying is underway. The 41 of Peter DeBorgia is on the clock. Anthony English in the 44 starting to make his way out onto the speedway as he gets that 44 up to speed. Zach Workman in the 19 already under throttle and making his way to the front stretch for his lap time, to start his lap time. Ooh, one of these days I will do a broadcast without a mistake. Eric Laurie in the 071. Laurie heads off into turn number 3 as our times are going to start rolling in here. Drivers have 5 minutes to lay down one timed lap. And DeBorgia on the board. Josh Ball to the top with a 50.46. Laurie at a 0.00, so tying Josh Ball. That one going well down the timing order to find who is on pole. Josh Ball right there. Eric Laurie tying his time just a tick slower. Shane Ward in the 39, ending up in 3rd. Vicente Guerrero right now finding himself in 7th. John McCara flashing across the line. He goes in to 7th. Zach Fritsch up into 4th. Bubba Winningham on the throttle as Anthony English has the top spot now in the 44. Richard Kuhn in the 47, making his way onto the front stretch, and he is going to start his timed lap. Gabe Butler, last week's race winner, finds himself on the throttle and on the clock. Adam Schramm coming to the start finish line. Adam looking for a good time here, and Adam gonna go across the line in 17th. The car not holding a whole lot of speed, 2 seconds off the pace. It's like Schramm gonna be happy with starting at the back of the pack. Well, that being said, guys, we're gonna step away for the national anthem as Gabe Butler takes the top spot. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our field is starting to roll out for tonight's Bumpy Road 250. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this one. On the front row, Gabe Butler with a quick time of 50.409, and to his outside, that is the 44 of Anthony English. Kevin Fries and Richard Kuhn make up row number 2. Row 3 is Josh Ball and Adam Kilday. Row number 4, Eric Laurie and Zach Fritsch. Row 5, Shane Ward and Andy Brigante. Row number 6, gonna be Sean McCara and Peter DeBorgia. Bubba Winningham and Les Levy make up row number 7. Row 8, Nate Warren and Thomas Lockwood. Row number 9, Logan York and Vicente Guerrero. Row 10, Dave Hunt and Zach Workman. Row number 11, Adam Schramm and Mark Mann. Row 12, going to be Andrew Schroeder and Lynn McNeese. And our final spots here tonight, Stephen Lane and Brian Wang. So Butler in the 88 going to lead this field to the green flag for the first time tonight. 250 miles here at Legacy Daytona. Pace car gonna get out of the way. And here we go. Green flag is out for the first time. Butler and English side by side at the stripe as we get this one underway. The 88 coming off of turn number 4, coming around to complete the first lap. Butler has the lead. He has all that clean air. Gabe Butler going to lead lap number 1. Field gonna settle in here as Legacy Daytona, known for its rough surface. A lot of bumps in it, a lot of dips, a lot of ups and downs, not only in the timing and scoring of your race car, but also in the racetrack. We will see a lot of guys go from the back to the front and from the front to the back. Already working lap number 3, the 44 of Anthony English. Been trying to build that momentum in the second lane. Can't quite seem to get there just yet. It does look like that second lane has really formed up nice now. Kind of been there and fallen apart a little bit. Does look like everyone's getting it together. We do got Nate Warren trying to go to the third lane, making it 3 wide here early on, maybe getting shuffled out here. And he's into the wall. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Nate Warren able to hold on to it and keep it going, falls down behind Logan York. Fast lap of the race right now, that is the 04 of Mark Mann. Mark turning a 46.294. As they flash across the line, I believe everyone has gotten their race car up to speed and is settled in. And now it's time to start clicking off some laps. Time to just settle in and get to that first pit stop. I expect that around lap 18. While we have a moment, let's go ahead and take a look at our race info for tonight's race here at Daytona. Gabe Butler picked up the win last week, making it 2 wins for him on the season. Shane Ward is in trouble, finds himself coming into this race 22nd in points, got to be in the top 24 to make it into the playoffs. Win and you're in, but still have to be in the top 24. Shane Ward sitting 22nd in points, so he is looking for a good run here tonight. Of course, our stages are at lap 25 and 50. and 1 fast repair available to the guys out here tonight. Josh Medlock chiming in, Nerditudes chiming in. Good to see you guys. Thank you for saying hello. Nerditudes, of course, giving us this beautiful overlay. I know it's Dustin, but we have some fun. I like to say Nerditudes. By the way, Dustin should be out on the racetrack, not hiding behind a fake made-up name. One driver that is really on the move here very early on, that is the 05 of Brian Wang. We go on board with the race car. Oh, Brian really sliced him down there. So Brian Wang, biggest mover, up 13 spots. Started shotgun on the field, now finds himself in 15th. So Gabe Butler in the 88. Been our race leader, and he has been committed to the inside line from the drop of the green flag. Anthony English in the 44 has not really been able to mount a charge in the second lane. So Butler and English have been leading the field from the get-go. Those two have really been at the front. We've seen a couple cars try and make something happen in the third lane. Hasn't really gotten there just yet. A lot of times this track we have seen the second lane be the preferred line. So far tonight, with the weather settings that we got, that yellow line is proven to be the faster one. So we are marching on to the first round of green flag pit stops here in the next few laps. We'll start to see these guys filter down to the inside lane. Anthony English still trying to make something happen in the second lane, but just not quite able to keep up. Falls back, then has to work it and regain all that lost ground. But that is the thing here at Legacy Daytona. With the way these cars move around, everyone given a lot of space here early on. Go ahead and go on board with Thomas Lockwood in the 38. Lockwood tucked in behind the 53 of Dave Hunt. Logan York in the 02, cutting up in front of Lockwood. And off the turn number 4, Logan York. I'm not sure if that was a planned move or not, but a big slicing move out of the 02. We stay green. That was a big moment there. Talking about guys moving forward, let's talk a little bit about some drivers who have fallen back. Andy Brigante in the 13 and the 41 of Peter DeBorgia, both down 13 in spots to be riding around where they're at right now. So these two have fallen back, looks like by design. Butler in the 88. 25 of Kevin Freeze, Josh Ball in the 1, and then Eric Laurie in the 071. First 4 cars on the inside row. And here comes a large group of drivers on the pit road. A lot of brakes locked up, one of them out of shape. That is the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Kuhn gathers it back in, but that cost him a lot of time, and there's going to be a penalty for unsafe pit entry. Shane Ward inheriting the race lead, but going to have to come down pit road. And here comes our second group of drivers. As our second group pulls into their pit stalls, we got a change at the front. Josh Paul, looking to inherit the race lead, right now is out in front of the 88. Zach Fritch, Nate Ward, Dave Hunt, those guys down and away, and they're desperately trying to claw some speed out of those slow-moving race cars. Miss Mara chiming in. How you doing, Miss Mara? Good to see you. Zach Fritch gonna get swallowed up here by the one of Josh Paul and rest of those guys who made the pit stop one lap earlier. So Josh Ball, for the first time, is out in front. We have a new leader. Anthony English in the 44. At 44, trying to make that second lane work, this time against a new driver. New fast lap of the race, Zach Workman in the 19. 46.225. So a 46.225 stays as our fastest lap of the race so far. And now the 44 of Anthony English. Now our race leader. Going to start the final lap of stage number 1. Josh Paul, Anthony English at the front of the line here. Zach Workman in the 19 trying to make something happen in the third lane. So far, that third lane. Oh, Zach Fritch in the 12, smacking that outside wall. Somehow we stay green. But that did not do his car any favors. Here they come off of turn number 4. coming to the line to win stage number 1. And that one was stinking close. I think Anthony English in the 44 might have got it. We'll have to wait and see what they say, but I do believe our stage 1 winner was the 44 of Anthony English. So after our first round of green flag pit stops and the end of stage 1, we have 19 cars on the lead lap. Everybody who is not on the lead lap served a penalty of some sort in our opening pit stops. Lynn McNeese, Richard Kuhn, Brian Wang, Eric Laurie, Shane Ward, Stephen Lane, Andrew Schroeder, all with extended stays on pit road. And because of that, they are all 1 lap down. Lynn McNeese in the 84 in this lead group. Richard Kuhn just a few cars behind him. Those two battling to be the first car 1 lap down. Stephen Lane and Andrew Schroeder in some trouble here. Schroeder in the 48. Riding around all by himself. He currently has scored 26th. Looks like he's a couple of laps down. Stephen Lane in the 50. Finding himself in 25th. Meanwhile, the battle back at the front of the field, Josh Ball and Anthony English. So far, our drivers have been playing nice with each other. Schroeder gonna stay to the high side. While Josh Ball and Anthony English continue to pace the field, everyone behind them is just kind of jockeying back and forth, bouncing around up and down. Now the 44 of Anthony English has dropped down to the inside after clearing the 1 of Josh Ball. That's going to allow Adam Kilday in the 85 to try his hand in the second lane. It's another lap in. Anthony English in the 85 of Adam Kilday. Going to show this field how to get around here at Daytona. Kevin Freeze in the 25 comes into tonight as our highest point earner. Doesn't have a win yet on the season. We'll go ahead and take a look at our point standings. Dave Butler with 2 wins. Dave Hunt, Jimmy Reynolds, Shane Ward all with a win. As I mentioned earlier, Shane Ward finding himself 22nd in the points when the green flag dropped here tonight. Got to be in the top 24, so Shane has some work to do. He wants to keep that win and in for the playoff runs. But Kevin Freeze not having a race win is not stopping him from being the driver who has earned the most points. Kevin Freeze has earned 204 points so far this season, not counting the stages here tonight. Gabe Butler sitting second in point accumulation, finding himself at 202 points. So Butler with the 2 race wins still has not been able to outpoint Kevin Freeze in the 25. We look at our drivers who have won stages. Still haven't heard whether it was Anthony English or Josh Ball for stage number 1. I believe we're going to add English to that top list. Quick check on what happened last week. Gabe Butler picked up his 2nd win of the season. Top 5, Eric Laurie, Zach Critch, Nate Warren, Vicente Guerrero, and Les Levy sweeping both stages. As we got our 2 front runners coming down pit road. Several others going to join them. Peter DeBorgia, Lockwood, Andy Brigante, Schramm, Winningham, and Guerrero all hit pit road as well. I'm not, Sean, that's not how that works. I don't know if you can't do it like that, Sean. We stay green because that was on a pit road. But Sean McCara with a very rough entry on the pit lane. Next group of drivers on the pit road. We're going to take a look at what happened to the 071. Oh, and he wasn't even trying to get to pit road. Had some help, on the racetrack. So Sean McCarra getting shuffled onto pit road. And that car has gone straight behind the wall. As things look right now, the only driver out of the race seems to be the 71 of Sean McCarra. Gabe Butler in the 88 back to the front of the field. Kevin Freeze in the 25. Tucked in behind him. Few more cars have gone a lap down once this green flag pit stop cycle has been completed. Brian Wang joining the drivers 1 lap down. He finds himself as the first car 1 lap down, currently in 17th spot. So a long green flag run. We're nearing the end of stage number 2. This race has been green since the drop of the green flag. We've had a couple close calls, and one driver got sent onto pit road. All that being said, we're coming around and getting closer to the end of stage number 2. So Anthony English and Gabe Butler back to the front, assuming the position where they were throughout most of stage number 1. A lot of racing still to go in this one, and very calm and collected race so far. You know, on board with the 04 of Mark Mann. Logan York just ahead of him. As the field works on by and putting another lap down. .62 of Les Leedy. So Les gonna try and get to the back of this group. Les finding himself multiple laps down now. Got a little bit of work to do. Lockwood into a little bit of trouble there as he got into the outside wall. Gathers it back in and tucks in. So Thomas Lockwood going a lap down. Nearing the end of stage number 2. Our field has gotten a little bit spread out now. First 10 cars are all in a group being separated by about a half a second. And then all the way back into 11th place. That is the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Fritchie running around with Eric Laurie and Shane Ward. Both those guys not on the lead lap, so Zach Fritsch sandwiched in between 2 lap down cars. And Bubba Winningham in 12th in the 66. Finding himself about 20 seconds behind our race lead. Speaking of our race lead, they're going to come around and get 1 to go here in stage number 2. So Zach Fritsch finding himself a good bit behind the battle for the race lead. Bubba Winningham closing in on him. Winningham makes quick work of the 12. So put Bubba Winningham into 11th spot. But 1 lap to go here in stage number 2, the 88. Out in front, Anthony English in the 44, challenging down the backstretch in that second lane. Adam Kilday in the 85 going to give him a shot to the back bumper. And they send it off in the turn 3 and 4. And here they come to complete stage number 2, getting a little bit hectic off of turn number 4, but they sort it. And at the line, that's going to be the 88 of Gabe Butler. So Butler picking up stage number 2, and that one not in question. Our second group of drivers now making their way across the line. Vicente Guerrero, Bubba Winningham, Peter DeBorgia, Zach Fritsch, Andy Brigante, all in this group right here is our lead lap cars. Drivers last on pit road on lap 36. We're just a handful of laps away from a third round of green flag pit stops as the 44 drops down in front of the 88. Working lap 54 of 100. Here they come. Onto pit road. Trouble. Lockwood got into the back of the 44. Anthony English, though, was able to sort it out. Gabe Butler down the back stretch as the race lead. Butler on the pit road. A lot of brake lockup on this one as well. Ooh, Brian Wang almost getting into Kevin Freeze. Big moment there, but able to hold on to it. So Adam Kilday and Dave Hunt have not come down pit road yet. So Kilday by himself. Dave Hunt stays out there. Dave Hunt out in front as our race leader. So now Dave Hunt going to hit his pit stall. Adam Kilday trying to get up to speed. '25 with Kevin Freeze flashing on by. Brian Wang in the 05 after a very close call on pit road. Trying to get one of his laps back. As things stand right now, 14 cars are on the lead lap. Kane Ward going another lap down. Brian Wang at the front of the field is now the last car on the lead lap. Gabe Butler, Kevin Freeze running 1 and 2. Back in on this group here, this is 10th place. Vicente Guerrero in the 14. Just ahead of him, that is Adam Strom, scored in 18th place. Peter DeBorgia in the 41, sitting in 11th. In 12th is Andy Brigante in the 13. A little bit further back, Zach Fritsch in the 12. Lynn McNeese ahead of him. Lynn McNeese in the 84. That is 19th. So our field well and truly shuffled right now. But one thing that has been a constant, the 88 of Gabe Butler has been at the front of this field, along with the 25 of Kevin Freeze. Anthony English in the 44 got a penalty, and I think that's an unjust penalty for the 44, as he had some help being above the speed limit there. But it is what it is at this point. 44 going to have to try and claw his way back out of that hole. The 88 in front of Brian Wang once again. So Brian now back down to 1 lap down. Butler, Kilday, Freeze, Workman, and Nate Warren, your top 5. Kilday in the 85 trying to work the second lane. Richard Kuhn in the 47. Working the back bumper of Adam Kilday. Kuhn finding himself trying to get back on the lead lap as well. So our lead group has been pretty consistent here. Gabe Butler, Kevin Freeze, Zach Workman. These guys have been solid at the front of the field all race long. Tough break for Anthony English as he has gotten into a bit of bad luck and fallen behind because of this unfortunate luck. Biggest mover of the race right now is the 19 of Zach Workman. Workman up 16 spots to be inside the top 5. Mark Mann, another big mover as well. Mark Mann up 15 spots. On board with the 02 of Logan York. In behind the 04 of Mark Mann. Down the back stretch, the 88 of Gabe Butler. In front of the 05 of Brian Wang. Brian, the first car, one lap down. In the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Battling it out to be the first car one lap down. Should we get a yellow flag? This race has been green for 71 laps. Vicente Guerrero in ninth, falling behind this group, now sits about 30 seconds behind this lead group. Check in on Vicente in the 14, he in the 41, running nose to tail. These guys finding themselves, as I said, about 30 seconds behind the race lead. Gilday in the 85 still trying to use second lane as we go for another round of green flag pit stops. As this group looks like they got onto pit road cleanly. Gilday in the 85 takes over the race lead as we go on board. Gilday gonna come down pit road this time. Hard on the brakes, got a little bit out of shape, held on to it. Dave Hunt in the 53, still staying out, cycling around. Dave Hunt takes over the race lead. Hunt last on pit road on lap 57, so he's going to have to make a pit stop here before it's all said and done. So Hunt out in front of this field. Makes his way onto pit road. Very empty pit lane for the 53. as Adam Kilday in the 85, battling with the 66 of Bubba Winningham to try and put him one lap down. As Bubba goes to the high side, and we now have 12 cars on the lead lap. Vicente Guerrero sitting in 12th. Last car on the lead lap, Adam Kilday, your race leader in the 85. Gonna have one more round of pit stops. Before this race is done and over with. Andrew Schroeder, Sean McCarron, the only two drivers out of the race. So Kilday, Butler, Warren, your top three. They make their way off of turn number 4 and onto the front stretch. So Butler in the 88 trying to use the second lane. We haven't seen that lane being super productive. Down to 20 laps to go. Our fuel window will open at about 17 laps to go. That'll be the last time that these guys will have to hit pit road. They can make it on fuel from there. As Brian Wang in the 05 once again is the last car on the lead lap. 17 laps to go in this one. Brian gonna need the help of a yellow to get back into it. So the question becomes now, when do you hit pit road? Time and time again, we've seen drivers who hit pit road first come away with the race lead. So when do you hit pit lane? $15 laps to go, everyone. I'll have to make that one and final stop, so we're getting close to that final time on pit road. Kevin Freeze, Gabe Butler, Adam Kilday, your first three cars on the inside line. Logan York battling in the second lane. York falling back just a little bit here. As York in the second lane fades away. Brian Wang, big wiggle coming off of turn two. Freeze trying to pick up his first win of the season. And here they come onto pit road for what will be the final time tonight. Kevin Freeze wins the race off of pit road. Mark Mann making some good moves, having a great pit stop. He comes off in second. Kevin and Brian Wing still running nose to tail. Brian hoping for that yellow flag, got himself in the right position should the yellow flag come out. Now Mark Mann in the 04 with some help from Adam Kilday. Had his nose out in front, but fell back just a little bit. 8 laps to go, make it 7 here in this one. Mark Mann out in front. Been a long time since the 04 has been in victory lane here on Monday night. Can he hold on for 7 laps? So Mark Mann down on the inside line. So far, that inside line has really been the dominant line. You got to pass them where they're not, so that second lane can be used. But it does take a whole lot of effort to get into that second lane, or to get the lead from that second lane. Doesn't take a lot of effort to get into the second lane. Down to 5 laps to go. Oh, Logan York, big wiggle. Through turn 2, they hold on to it. That one looked like they were going to wad him up. And they do, coming to the line. 4 laps to go. Big crash in the tri-oval. Nate Warren, Eric Laurie. Yellow flag comes out for the very first time in this race. And this one has caught a lot of good cars out. Take a look at this one as it was setting up. Gabe Butler in the 88, squeezing the 19 of Zach Workman. Workman was trying to fill a hole that really wasn't there. But with a few laps to go, you got to make those moves. You got to try and make something happen. So our first yellow flag of the night comes out, and we are going to go into extra laps on this one. All right, with that being said, I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back, as my eyeballs are kind of floating. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, as this one is back to Green Flag Racing. We have gone into our first attempt at a green-white checker down the backstretch. Mark Mann, Adam Kilday running 1 and 2. Everyone bunched up. Brian Wang got the yellow he needed. He is back in the thick of things, all the way in the middle of the pack, though, sitting in 12th. Logan York pushing on the 0-4 Mark Mann. All we got to do is get to the white flag, and that will do it. One more lap to go. And here they come into the trioval final time around. Mark Mann, after a long time being away from victory lane here on Monday night, has a shot at it. Adam Kilday in the 85 down the backstretch, trying to pick up his first win of the season. Couple cars getting in trouble through turns 1 and 2, but we stay green, because once the white flag comes out, we let it all hang out till we get to the checkered flag. Here they come to the line, and Adam Kilday is going to pick up the win. Kevin Freeze going up and over afterwards. And Josh Ball with a huge impact. But Adam Kilday in the 85 picks up his first win of the season. And this one was a beautiful race from start to finish. Go ahead and take a look at our results. As the 85 makes his way around, Adam Kilday picked up the race win. Mark Mann in second, Kevin Freeze third, fourth goes to the yellow Logan York, Dave Hunt in fifth, Josh Ball sixth, seventh goes to Nate Warren, Peter DeBorgia in eighth, Vicente Guerrero ninth, 10th is Gabe Butler, Zach Workman in 11th, 12th Brian Wang. First car 1 lap down, that is the 44 of Anthony English in 13th. 14th goes to Andy Brigante, Bubba Winningham in 15th spot. 16th is Richard Kuhn, Zach Fritsch 17th, Adam Strom in 18th. First car 2 laps down, that is Les Levy in 19th, Shane Ward 20th, 21st Lynn McNeese, Thomas Lockwood 22nd, 23rd Eric Laurie, Stephen Lane 24th, 25th Andrew Schroeder, and Sean McCarra scored in 26th place. So with that being said, let's get our post-race show underway, and let's start with our newest winner of the season, and that is the driver of the 85, Adam Kilday, as he is burning it down in the infield track. Adam, congratulations on the race win.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. I know Kevin owed me a few, and I pushed him to a couple of these Monday wins, so I appreciate him helping me right then. It's on him. On Vendetta, me and Mark, we were able to get control of the front, so it was either going to be me or him coming out with this W. So,
well, that 85 worked your way to the front. Once you got there, you kind of pretty much stayed there. A little bit of different pitch strategies and a lot of stuff going on. This entire race didn't have but one yellow flag, and that was late in the race. So with those pitch strategies you had, when did you really start to feel like you had this one in the bag?
Probably like halfway through. I saw it's like only 10 of us, really, 12, 14 left on the lead pack. Me and Anthony were having a good go at it for the stages. I know he got 10 in the first one, and the second one I tried to get him 10 more, but we came 2 points shy of that for him. And he was on a good strategy along with me and Mark. But on his pit entry, I guess someone got into the back of him, and he fell off the pace with us, unfortunately, and he couldn't be up there with us, so he deserved a way better finish than what he got. But yeah, you know, it's for some reason on the pit entries with this car, the car feels disconnected from the racetrack, so it's like kind of hard to anticipate the braking distance and stuff going into pit entry. So it's kind of got to hope for the best and hope you're slowing up enough so you make the pit speed before the yellow cone. But yeah, we managed to pull it off and luckily stayed up with the lead guys up till the end.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, I'll shout out to all the guys who helped me out this race. Shout out to the push from Kevin at the end. Thanks, dude. And shout out to OP Racing, the admins that put this on. I appreciate you guys for what you give us throughout the week. And shout out to Vendetta Motorsports and Mark Mann on his P2 and Anthony English. Shout out to the team. And yeah, UKR and Turn 3 Racing Network on YouTube. And yeah, appreciate it, man.
All right, Adam. Well, nice job once again. Congratulations on a great race win.
Thanks, dude.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Gilday picking up his first win of the season. Now let's move on to the driver who finished in second place. That is the 04 of Mark Mann. Almost got the race win, but Mark, congratulations on a great, solid second place run.
Yeah, I'll take that. That was good. Second place, you can't beat that. Me and Adam had a good little drag race there at the end. Logan was working hard for him. Fries was working hard for Adam. Logan was working hard for me, and almost got it. And that's the way I like these to finish.
Well, that 04 has been a long time since it's been here in a podium finish. So, man, feels good to talk to you again. What's it going to take for you to get that one spot more?
The majority of races lately, I just hang in the back and chat on Discord, and I more so get into the races nowadays to socialize more than I do race. And for example, tonight, the only reason why I got up there was because there were so many incidences on pit road. I was just able to avoid them and have clean pit stops and somehow blend back into the pack. And it just kind of weeded itself out. It wasn't any more complicated than that. I didn't weave through traffic. I didn't pick up teammates and go down a lane. It was just, stay clean. And the majority of the race, I rode on the bottom until second to last run. I was on the top, and that was probably the only laps I was on top all race long. So, yeah, I mean, I got to get the competitive juices flowing again. I haven't been there mentally. I've enjoyed racing with teammates and people in Discord, and it's kind of more social hour for me. So I guess, I kind of have to get more back into the racing aspect of it, that competitive edge. I just haven't felt it lately. And, that's more of maybe it's winter. Maybe I got a lot going on personally. I'm busy. I'm thinking about other things, and, but nights like this, that was fun to have teammates around me, and maybe that'll spark me a little bit.
All right, man. Well,
Are you done?
I mean, a solid post-race interview and a solid race for you.
Yeah, brother.
So, all right. Well, anything else you need to add?
Yeah, let's talk about nuclear proliferation in the modern era. Should we go to more of a style, a public policy, a international policy of détente with Russia, or should we, push for more nuclear proliferation and the reduction of arms? I don't know. That's a good one. We could be here all night. What do you think?
I think you put me in charge of it, and the problem will take care of itself.
You get the buttons, bro. You get the football.
Yep. No one will have nukes when I'm done.
Right.
Big boom. Big boom.
Yeah. The tar bomba. It'll make that look like a joke.
Right. All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on second place.
Thanks, Care.
That is Mark Mann, ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher here tonight. Now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. That is the driver of the 25. Kevin, solid run for you in the 25. Nice job out there tonight.
Thank you, Gar. How'd your night go in the booth?
It went well. Things at the front kind of were the same. Not a lot going on, but I mean,
we're still holding on the whole time.
Yeah. When the 25 gets to the front, it's really hard to get him out of there. So you don't really expect a whole lot of change after that.
Yeah, Gabe and I got the way qualifying worked out. I was quite happy when I saw Gabe get P1, me P3, and I told him just stay on the bottom and I'll take care of you. We'll try and control this thing, and we really did a good job at that for that first stint. And then at the end there, right before the final caution, I had Brian in front of me. Was feeling pretty good about it. It was a little harder to keep the temps under control with him there because he had a little bit of left rear damage, I believe, from one of the pit stops. But yeah, overall a great race for us. It sucked that Gabe got caught up in he still came back to P10. So yeah, pretty good night for all of us. Got to find out where Eric was. I know the race going green that long, it really gets tough. If you make one mistake, you're in a lot of trouble for the rest of the race, just trying to play catch up, praying for that caution. So luckily I was able to stay out of all the carnage that was happening going into pit road.
Well, it definitely looked like a lot of carnage on pit road here. Couple people did, like you said, end up with the short end of the stick. But Kevin, another race where you pull out a bigger point lead, maybe don't have the win, but the driver who's earned the most points so far this season.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. But yeah, it's you gotta be up there to win them, and I'll take a whole lot of consistency throughout the season over just getting a flash win. All that gets you in the playoffs, it's still the hero or zero is not the way to be, especially when you're in a playoff format, because you're going to need to score points. You're going to have those surprise winners, so you need to really keep yourself atop the standings so you don't get bumped out. So it's a good, strong start to the season, especially with everybody else, all the regulars on the team having their wins already. So hopefully I can stay up there and we can all keep scoring those wins.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Anything else you need to add to this one before we let you go?
Thank you to you for putting on the professional broadcast you always do for us. It's really cool to go back and watch, even listen to the other interviews, see what everybody else's opinion was on the race. Great job getting that win for Adam. These cars, especially when you're pushing hard at the end, can be a handful sometimes. So he did a great job holding on and not breaking our momentum. And great run there for Mark and Logan, of course. And great job by all the drivers tonight. I mean, that basically a caution-free race right up until the end. You can't ask for much more than that.
I would have to agree with you. A great race, caution free right to the end, and only that one yellow flag. And man, even then, that really set up a great finish.
Heck yeah. Yeah, it's always good. I kept waiting for that third line to come. It's not easy here, but if we could get just a little bit stalled out, that third lane would have been a lot of trouble. And I was just waiting for them. I'm like, maybe I pull out, maybe I don't, because if you don't time it perfect, you're just going straight back, especially here. One little bump wrong and you're cooked. So great finish tonight, and hopefully we can keep moving forward like this.
All right, man. Well, once again, nice job and congratulations on third place.
All right. Thank you, man. Enjoy the rest of your night.
I will. That is Kevin Freeze, the driver who brought it home in third place. With that being said, that is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you join us next week as our season continues to roll on. We will be at the updated Daytona. Here tonight, we're at Legacy Daytona. Next week, we will have the lights on. We will be at the very smooth Daytona track. So until then, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all next week.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.